My dear students, today I am going to complete this periodic table lesson. Last topic of this periodic table is diagonal relationship and oxidation and reduction ability. See, first let me complete diagonal relationship. See, I am taking first year to fourth year group elements, first year to fourth year group elements of second and third period elements. First year to fourth year of second and third period elements. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon. These elements belongs to second period, say up to fourth group. Sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, up to fourth group of third period elements. First period contains only two elements, hydrogen, helium. Second period contains 8 elements. I am taking just first year to fourth year group elements. Lithium belongs to first year group. Magnesium belongs to second year group. Lithium belongs to first year group. Magnesium belongs to second year group. Even though they belongs to different groups, some properties are same for these two elements. Even for beryllium and aluminium also. Beryllium belongs to second year group. Aluminium belongs to third year group. Even though these two belongs to different groups, some properties are same. Even boron and silicon also. Boron belongs to third year group, silicon belongs to fourth year group. Even though they belongs to different groups, in some properties, they have some similar properties. That is called diagonal relationship. In the periodic table, the first element of a group has similar properties with second element of the next group. In the periodic table, the first element of a group has similar properties with the second element of the next group. See, first A group, first element. Second A group, next element. If we take the second A and third A, first element. Second element of next group. Second element of third A group. In the periodic table, the first element of a group has similar properties with the second element of the next group is called diagonal relationship. This is diagonal relationship. See, this is not diagonal relationship. We should not take beryllium, sodium, boron, magnesium, carbon, aluminium. That is not diagonal relationship. See, if we take beryllium and aluminium, beryllium belongs to second A group, aluminium belongs to third A group. Even though they belongs to different groups, beryllium oxide, aluminium oxide, both are amphoteric. Beryllium oxide and aluminium oxide, both are amphoteric. These two oxides can react with both acids and bases. Next, if we take beryllium carbide and aluminium carbide, beryllium carbide on hydrolysis, it forms beryllium hydroxide and methane. Aluminium carbide on hydrolysis, aluminium hydroxide plus methane. Beryllium, aluminium belongs to different groups. Beryllium belongs to second A group, aluminium belongs to third A group. Even though they belong to different groups, their oxides are amphoteric. Their carbides on hydrolysis, methane is formed. Beryllium carbide, aluminium carbide on hydrolysis, methane is formed. That is due to diagonal relationship. That's why these two are called methanides. They are called methanides. They form methane. These two carbides on hydrolysis form methane. That's why they are called methanides. What is the reason for this diagonal relationship? Reason for diagonal relationship due to similar atomic and ionic size, see, lithium to beryllium atomic size decreases, here increases. Even ionic size also. So lithium to beryllium decreases, here increases. Means almost same, not exactly same. due to similar atomic and ionic sizes, due to similar electronegativity, due to similar electronegativity. See, for lithium, electronegativity value is 1. Lithium to beryllium, electronegativity increases. Here increases, here decreases, so almost same, not exactly same. Electronegativity value increases, next decreases, almost same. See, beryllium to boron, electronegativity increases, but here decreases, so almost same. So due to similar electronegativity. Next, due to same polarizing power, polarizing power means ionic charge on cation divided by ionic radius of cation square. This is called polarizing power. Due to similar polarizing power, Li plus and Mg plus 2 both have almost same polarizing power, Li plus and Mg plus 2. Even Be plus 2, Al plus, they have same polarizing power. Polarizing power means ionic charge on cation divided by ionic radius of cation square. This diagonal relationship is up to fourth A group only. After fourth A group, these properties will differ. Up to fourth A group, these properties are almost same. That's why up to fourth A group only this diagonal relationship. But after fourth A group, variation of these properties is more. That's why it disappears. Diagonal relationship disappears. It is applicable only first A to fourth A group and for second and third period elements only. After fourth A group, it disappears. So in the periodic table, so only 3 pairs exhibit diagonal relationship. Three pairs: lithium, magnesium, next beryllium, aluminum, boron, silicon. Only 3 pairs. These 3 pairs exhibit diagonal relationship. So next, last topic. Oxidation and reduction ability. Oxidation and reduction ability. See, first let me explain reduction ability. Reduction ability means tendency of an element to supply one or more electrons. Tendency of an element to supply or to lose one or more electrons is called reduction ability. Tendency of an element to supply or to lose one or more electrons is called reduction ability. Tendency of an element to supply or to lose one or more electrons is called reduction ability. Suppose if you take an element M, if M loses n moles of electrons, if this M loses n moles of electrons, then Mn plus is formed. Suppose if we take calcium, if calcium loses 2 electrons, Ca plus 2 is formed. If calcium loses 2 electrons, Ca plus 2 is formed. So here that N is number of electrons. If M loses n moles of electrons, Mn plus is formed. So next, variation of reduction ability in periods and groups. Variation of reduction ability in periods. Variation of reduction ability in periods. In periods left to right. Already we know that atomic size decreases. As atomic size decreases, ionization potential increases. The tendency to lose the electrons decreases. Variation of reductionability in periods. In periods, left to right, tendency to lose the electrons. Tendency to supply the electrons decreases. Left to right decreases. Suppose if we take sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, the tendency decreases. Sodium has more tendency. Sodium greater than, magnesium greater than, aluminum greater than, silicon. Tendency to lose the electrons decreases. Next, variation of reduction ability in groups. Variation of reduction ability in groups. In groups, top to bottom, as atomic number increases, atomic size increases. As atomic size increases, ionization potential decreases. Then tendency to lose the electrons increases. Tendency to lose the electrons increases. So in periods left to right, tendency to lose the electrons or to supply the electrons decreases. In groups increases. So in the periodic table, which group elements have best reducing properties? Which group elements have best reduction ability? First A group elements. First A group elements are best reducing agents. They have best reduction ability. Alkali metals. Alkali metals are best reducing agents. See, because for alkali metals, electronic configuration is ns1. If they lose one electron, they'll get stable configuration. If we take lithium, if lithium loses one electron, Li plus is formed. This Li plus has helium configuration. If we take sodium, if that sodium loses one electron, Na plus is formed. Na plus has neon configuration. That's why first A group elements are best reducing agents. In the periodic table, alkali metals, that is first A group elements. First A group elements are best reducing agents. Next, halogens are best oxidizing agents. Halogens, fluorine, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. These are best oxidizing agents. Next, oxidation ability. Alkali metals are best reducing agents. They have highest reduction ability. Halogens have least reduction ability and best oxidation ability. What is oxidation ability? Tendency of an element to gain the electrons. Tendency of an element to gain the electrons is called oxidation ability. So if we take A, if it gains n moles of electrons, then A n minus is formed. If A gains n moles of electrons, A n minus is formed. Tendency of an element to gain the electrons is called oxidation ability. Next, variation of oxidation ability in periods. Variation of oxidation ability in periods. In periods left to right, atomic size decreases. As atomic size decreases, IP increases. Then tendency to supply the electrons decreases, but tendency to gain the electrons increases. Left to right, tendency to gain the electrons increases. So halogens are best oxidizing agents. Halogens are best oxidizing agents. They have best oxidation ability. Zero group elements are there last, but zero group elements have stable configuration. They do not lose or gain the electrons. Halogens are best oxidizing agents. So in periods increases. In periods left to right, tendency to gain the electrons increases. Next, a variation of oxidation ability in groups. So if we take phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, among these three, which one has more oxidation ability? Means which one has more tendency to gain the electrons? Chlorine has more tendency to gain the electrons. Phosphorus less than, sulfur less than chlorine. See, because if chlorine gets one electron, if chlorine gains one electron, it gets argon configuration, stable configuration. In case of sulfur, 2 electrons are required. In case of phosphorus, 3 electrons are required. So chlorine has more tendency to gain the electrons. Next, in groups, oxidation ability decreases. Top to bottom, tendency to gain the electrons decreases. Left to right, tendency to gain the electrons increases. But top to bottom, tendency to gain the electrons decreases. So in the periodic table, alkali metals, that is first A group elements. First A group elements are best reducing agents. Alkali metals are best reducing agents. After alkali metals, alkali earth metals. Alkali metals are best reducing agents. After alkali metals, alkali earth metals. That is second A group elements. Next, halogens. Halogens are best oxidizing agents. Halogens are best oxidizing agents. See, because in case of alkali metals, if they lose one electron, they'll get a stable configuration, that is octet configuration or zero group elements configuration. That's why they have more tendency to lose the electron. So they are best reducing agents. Alkali metals. Alkali metals are best reducing agents. Halogens. For halogens, valence orbital electronic configuration is ns2np5 to get octet configuration. See, this configuration is called octet configuration. Octet configuration. ns2np6 is octet configuration, stable configuration. In the periodic table, every element tries to get this configuration only. To get this configuration, alkali metals loses one electron. By losing one electron, they'll get stable configuration. That's why they are best reducing agents. If we take halogens, their valence orbital electronic configuration is ns2np5. To get this configuration, they need only one electron, so they have more tendency to gain one electron. Halogens have more tendency to gain one electron. That's why they are best oxidizing agents. In the periodic table, alkali metals are best reducing agents, halogens are best oxidizing agents.